Hey there, Taurus. Have you ever felt like you're standing at a crossroads where every choice you make could change the course of your life? Well, the last 2 days of July are shaping up to be just that pivotal moment for you. Imagine this: all the paths of your future converging in one place, each leading to a different version of your destiny. Today, we'll explore how these final days of July will empower you to make choices that could redefine your life. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Take a moment to drop a comment below and share what you hope to achieve in these last days of July. Let's inspire each other. As we approach the end of July, you might notice 3 distinct paths unfolding before you. The first path is one you know all too well, continuing on your current journey, accepting the small wins, and enjoying your stability. It's comfortable, but is it truly fulfilling? Then there's the second path, where you make a few adjustments. You might improve certain aspects of your life, but you still find yourself within the confines of your comfort zone. It's a step forward, but is it enough? Now, let's talk about the third path. This one is exhilarating and perhaps a bit terrifying. It's the path where you fully embrace who you are and step into your power. This is the version of you that builds a solid foundation, drawing others to you with your steadfast and reliable energy. Over these last 2 days of July, these paths will become tangible choices, not just abstract ideas. You'll feel them, see them, and experience them in real time. What will determine which path you take? It's your courage to acknowledge your true nature. You were born to build, to nurture, and to create stability, not to be shaken. You are meant to create security, not to live in chaos. Can you feel the energy of these 3 potential futures resonating within you? Here's a truth that might challenge what you've been taught about humility. You are solid. You have always been solid. It's precisely this steadfastness that has made others uncomfortable. Those who feel threatened by your ability to create stability may try to convince you otherwise. They want you to stay small, because when you step into your power, you inspire others to do the same, and that can be a threat to those who profit from keeping people in the shadows. In these last 2 days of July, you will receive undeniable signs that you are not meant for an ordinary life. Opportunities will arise seemingly out of nowhere, and people will seek you out for your unique energy. You'll find that your presence can shift the dynamics of any situation. The question is, will you recognize these signs for what they are? Will you accept the foundational role that is being offered to you? Or will you retreat back to the comfort of mediocrity? I assure you, after these 2 days, it will be impossible to ignore your true self. The universe will unveil your essence so clearly that you'll have no choice but to acknowledge it. Are you ready to stop hiding behind a lesser version of yourself? For too long, you may have waited for someone else to give you permission to be extraordinary. You've looked for someone to call you into a leadership role, to recognize your potential and encourage you to shine. But here's the revelation that will change everything. No one is going to give you that permission. You need to claim it for yourself. The foundational energy within you isn't something you need to attain. It has always been there. The only thing holding you back is the fear of upsetting those who prefer you to remain small and manageable. But the time has come to make a difference. It's time to stop diminishing yourself to keep others comfortable. During these crucial days, you'll find yourself in situations where you must decide, will you maintain the peace by playing small, or will you embrace your true stature and face the consequences? These consequences may involve uncomfortable conversations, redefined relationships, or environments that no longer suit your evolving self. What all Taurians will experience is the realization that they have significantly underestimated their own impact. You may not realize how your energy influences the spaces you inhabit, how your approval or disapproval affects others' decisions, or how your mood sets the emotional tone for the groups you belong to. You have been leading without consciously acknowledging this responsibility, and now it's time to embrace it. Can you accept that you may possess more power than you've realized? The last 2 days of July will serve as a mirror, reflecting back the magnificence you've tried to hide. You'll see yourself through the eyes of those who genuinely admire you. You'll understand the true impact of your words and actions on the lives of others. When you downplay your abilities, you deprive the world of a positive force that can make a real difference. There's a reason you've always felt different, why ordinary situations never seem to satisfy you. You've known deep down that you were destined for something greater, and during these days, that truth will become crystal clear. You're different not by chance, but because you have a unique mission. This mission involves building, inspiring, and showing others that they too can choose to live extraordinary lives. The energy that will propel your transformation over these days possesses a powerful quality. It will burn away the falsehoods in your self-image, the performative modesty, the habit of minimizing your achievements, and the tendency to hide your light. When this energetic cleansing occurs, what will remain is your pure essence of leadership, your inherent ability to inspire confidence in others, your knack for spotting possibilities where others only see problems, and your talent for turning visions into reality through sheer determination. These qualities have always resided within you, but now they will emerge unfiltered and unapologetic. As we approach the last 2 days of July, pay close attention to how people respond to your presence. You'll notice some are instinctively drawn to you, recognizing your natural authority. Others may challenge or belittle you, testing whether you'll truly accept the power you're radiating. Some might even distance themselves because your new energy feels too intense for their comfort zone. All these reactions are valuable insights into who you are becoming and which individuals truly belong in this new chapter of your life. Don't try to control or soften these responses. Let them unfold naturally. They are part of the natural selection process that will reorganize your reality to accommodate the expanded version of you that is emerging. Do you have the courage to let your true energy shine, even if it provokes intense reactions from those around you? One of the most significant realizations during these 2 days will be recognizing how many opportunities you've missed because you didn't believe you were worthy or capable. Think about how often you turned down invitations, hid when you should have stood out, or accepted secondary roles when you could have been the star. This realization may sting initially, but it will quickly be followed by a surge of determination to never again waste your potential. You'll feel an almost physical urge to make up for lost time, an irresistible drive to place yourself in every situation where you can shine. You're ready to reclaim all the years you held back out of fear or social conditioning. What's happening in these days is not just a shift in perspective. It's a powerful activation of what the ancients called the royal presence. This magnetic quality draws people to you for guidance and inspiration. You'll find that when you operate from this presence, things will fall into place in almost magical ways. Doors will open, opportunities will arise, and the right people will show up at the right time. But here's the key. This regal presence isn't about arrogance or superiority. It's the natural expression of someone who knows their worth and isn't afraid to claim their space. It's the difference between needing to prove oneself and simply being, allowing that essence to manifest effortlessly. During the last 2 days of July, you'll experience moments where this presence shines through so clearly that even you will be taken aback. You'll speak, and everyone will pause to listen. Your opinions will be valued above others, and you'll realize that your authority is independent of titles or positions. The more you accept and honor this presence, the stronger it will become. It's like a muscle that grows with use. Each time you refuse to diminish yourself, occupy your space, and speak with the confidence your wisdom deserves, you'll nurture this inner strength that defines you as a Taurus. The destiny shift occurring during these 2 days also signals the end of a limiting pattern. The tendency to wait for external validation to recognize your worth. You've conditioned your self-esteem on the approval of others, measuring success by praise received and defining your value based on others' reactions. But during these crucial days, you'll uncover a powerful internal source of validation that surpasses any external recognition. You'll learn to value yourself by your own standards, acknowledging your achievements regardless of how others respond. You will find within yourself the approval you've always sought outside. When this happens, something magical will occur in your reality. You'll begin to attract the recognition you've always desired. When you no longer depend on others' approval, you become irresistibly magnetic. People sense your inner security and are drawn to it naturally. Your worth becomes evident not because you're trying to prove it, but because you're living it fully. The last 2 days of July will mark the moment you stop competing with others and start competing solely with your own limitations. You'll realize that your true competition isn't with those around you, but with the smaller version of yourself that has accepted less than you deserve. As you overcome this internal competition, you'll discover that no one can truly compete with you when you operate at your full potential. This shift in focus will revolutionize not only your results, but also the quality of your life experience. Instead of living in constant anxiety about being surpassed, you'll thrive on the excitement of surpassing your own past achievements. You'll find inspiration in others' successes, knowing that if they can achieve great things, so can you. During these transformative days, you'll gain clarity about your unique leadership style. Leadership isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. Your way of influencing and inspiring others is distinct to you. Some Taurians lead by example, living authentically and courageously, encouraging others to do the same. Others lead through creativity, revealing possibilities that others never knew existed. Still, others lead through emotional strength, creating safe spaces for vulnerability and authenticity. Your natural way of leading will become clear during these 2 days. And once you discover it, you'll be able to apply it consciously in all areas of your life. The most powerful revelation during these days may be that you don't need to change who you are to be an extraordinary leader. You simply need to stop hiding who you already are. The necessary changes are not additions, they are subtractions. You'll strip away fears that make you hide, beliefs that diminish your worth, and habits that cause you to accept less than you deserve. When you peel back these layers, what remains is the pure essence of your personal power. This essence will be so magnetic, so inspiring, that it will reorganize the possibilities around you. People will want to be near you, opportunities will present themselves, and situations will resolve in your favor, not because you're forcing anything, but because you're allowing your natural energy to flow freely. Consider the moments when you've had brilliant ideas but held back from sharing them. Think about the times you could have taken the lead but waited for someone else to step up. These are opportunities to practice for what's to come. Each time you choose to express yourself instead of hiding, you're preparing for the full revelation that will unfold during the last 2 days of July. Most importantly, pay attention to how you feel when you allow your true energy to manifest, even if only for a brief moment. Observe people's reactions and how situations transform when you fully occupy your space. These small experiences are previews of what will become your new reality after this transformation. The upcoming change in destiny isn't something you can rush. It has its own timing and will unfold when you're ready to embrace it. However, you can prepare by cultivating the courage to be fully seen, to disturb those who need to be disturbed, to claim the space that is rightfully yours, and to shine unapologetically. Do you feel this courage growing within you as you read this? The last 2 days of July will serve as a final initiation into your true identity, a rite of passage that will elevate you from someone with potential to someone who embodies leadership. Once this transition takes place, there will be no turning back. You won't be able to pretend you don't know who you truly are. You won't settle for small roles or accept situations that don't honor your greatness. This will be the greatest blessing of your life because you will finally be free to live as you were meant to live. You'll be free to create the impact you came here to make, to inspire those who need your light, and to be the example of courage and authenticity that the world desperately craves. This transformation will ripple into every aspect of your existence. Your relationships will deepen, your work will align with your leadership nature, and your creative expression will find powerful outlets. You'll contribute to the world in ways that are meaningful and impactful because you'll be operating from your true essence, not a diminished version created to please others. If this message resonates with you, it's because you're already vibrating at the frequency of the transformation that's on the horizon. Your energy field is preparing to receive the full revelation of your potential. So, share in the comments if you've been feeling the pressure to step into greater responsibilities and visibility. Have you noticed people naturally turning to you for guidance? If you feel like you've been wasting your potential in situations too small for who you truly are, let's talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because what will happen in these last 2 days of July is just the beginning of a brand new phase in your life, a phase where you consciously operate as the leadership force you've always been unconsciously. You'll need guidance on how to wield this power responsibly, how to handle increased visibility, and how to inspire others without overwhelming yourself. What's coming is not just a personal transformation, it's a mission, a responsibility, a calling to become the leader the world needs right now. Authentic, courageous, inspiring, and deeply connected to your greater purpose. The last 2 days of July are almost here. Your destiny is shifting, and your true nature is ready to emerge fully. The only question left is, are you ready to finally assume the throne that has always been yours?